Hello everyone! Today's video is a Coach vintage bag video. A Coach vintage bag video. One of my subscribers requested a video between these two bags. She wanted to know which bag can hold the most. So I have the vintage Coach courier bag and the vintage Rambler bag. So my subscriber wanted to know which one of these two lovely bags would be able to hold more items or how they compare. So today I want to do a vintage Coach bag video and do a comparison between the vintage Coach Rambler and the Coach Court bag, the vintage Coach Court. So go ahead, hit that like button as well as subscribe to the channel. Remember to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified anytime I upload new videos. So yeah, let's go ahead, let's jump right in. Let's get started. So the first thing that we're gonna do is take measurements of both bags, and I'll start with this lovely beauty right here. I love this vintage Coach Court in my collection. She is so pretty. She really doesn't even look like a vintage bag. I mean, she's lasted so well over the years. Such a beautiful bag. The leather on her is just so amazing and pretty. It's like butter. So basically, I'm gonna go ahead. I love the fact that this Coach Court bag, I have a couple of them, and on some of them you guys know that the handle is, sometimes that handle, if you have one that's been very used and worn, will stay stretched in the upright position. You know, it'll go down a little bit, but it won't. This one right here, you can see how it's so nice. You can see how beautiful that is, and how that handle, even if I stretch it up and I carry my heavy items in there, that handle can just go right back down into the position, you guys. It hasn't been too outstretched that much for a vintage bag. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the measurements. So this bag is about, and I'm going to give you approximate measurements. I'm going to say she's about 9 3/4. So she's about 9 3/4 in length. She's about 9 3/4 inches long. She's about 4 inches wide. So in her width, her measurements in her width right here, she's about 4 inches wide, and this might be a little upside down. It's a little awkward to show. It might be upside down, but 4 inches wide. You can see right there she's 4 inches long. And then in her height, she is about, I would say, 7.5 inches tall. So she's about 7.5 inches tall that way. So those are her dimensions. Now we're gonna do the Rambler. The Rambler, the vintage Coach Rambler, is about, I want to say 9.5 inches long. She's about 9.5 inches long. So this way right here, it's kind of hard to show measurements sometimes on camera. Maybe I'll go ahead and insert the measurements for you guys. But she's about 9.5 inches long. She's about 7 inches tall, and she is about 3.5 inches wide. So those are the measurements, you guys, for both these lovely bags. I have just a few items right here in front of me, and I'm pretty sure both of these bags will be able to hold about the same amount of things, about the same amount of items, because they're not that, you know, they're a different silhouette. They're a different silhouette, but they're not really that much different in size. And my subscriber, the answer to her question, she just really wanted to know if both of these bags can hold similar items or which one is bigger. Off the top of my head, I know they're going to be able to hold similar items. Off the top of my head, I would say the Rambler is a little bit larger, but they both can hold a lot and about the same amount of items. So I'm going to start with the Coach Court. And this is the interior of the beautiful Coach Court. Very nice in there. I have her strap in there. I took it off so that I can handle the bag a little bit easier, but that's what she looks like. And she has a pocket against the front of the bag, and then she also has a back pocket against the back wall, and then she has an exterior back pocket as well. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I'm going to go ahead and put in my lovely Court bag is my wallet. So I have a full-size wallet, Louis Vuitton, and I'm going to go ahead and put that in there, and it can hold a full-size wallet. The next thing that I'm going to put in there is just a notebook. I have a notebook here, so I'm going to go ahead and put this notebook in there. And the next thing that I'm going to go ahead and put in my bag is my Dior eyeshadow palette. I'm going to go ahead and put my Dior eyeshadow palette in my bag. Go ahead and put that in there. And then I'm going to put I have my eyeshadow palette, so I have to bring my eyeshadow brushes. Go ahead and put that in there. A few more brushes by Anastasia, the makeup company. Go ahead and put that in there. And then I have a nail file. I'm going to put the nail file in the bag. And I have some hand sanitizer. Now I will add my keys to this bag, as well as probably a coin pouch. But this is what everything looks like inside the bag. And you see it can hold everything in there, fits really, really nicely. And I still have more additional space. My keys will be able to fit in here just fine with no problem. So the bag can hold a lot. Both of these bags can hold a lot. And now as I pick her up, you'll see the handle expands because she is more heavy now that she has the items. She's filled with the items. Oh, I absolutely love this beauty in my collection. And I love wearing her crossbody with her strap or carrying her top handle. When I carry the quart bags, I find myself always carrying them, you know, top handle. I just think it looks so, so cute. I think it does look so much and resemble the Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis that people like to compare this bag to, as well as I have the Louis Vuitton Vintage Monsieur bag, which is a very similar silhouette. So yeah, that's everything inside my Coach Quart bag. Now let's go ahead and put these same items inside my Vintage Coach Rambler bag, which I'm pretty sure they will be able to fit as well. You know, I'm not overstuffing the bag, so these items should be able to fit, but I just wanted to go ahead and, you know, go ahead and do this requested video. So we're gonna go ahead now and pack my Coach Vintage Rambler bag. Such a beauty, and I love this. This bag has so many compartments, so many compartments. So it has this front pocket that is very stretchable and expands. It's very forgiving. You can put your keys and your cell phone in this front pocket. Then it has the main middle compartment. Then it has a zip pocket up against the back wall. It has a zip pocket. Then it has a pocket along the back wall right there. So it has a lot of compartments, you guys. So the first thing that we're going to go ahead and put in my Vintage Coach Rambler is my full-size Louis Vuitton wallet, just like we did with the Coach Quart. Next, we're going to go ahead and put the notebook in there that we had, just for bringing to jot down, you know, any little notes that we want to take. Next, we're going to put my Dior eyeshadow palette in there. Next, we're going to put the Cala makeup brushes in there on the side. We're also going to drop my Anastasia makeup brushes in there on the side. And next, we're going to put my nail file in there, as well as my antibacterial lotion. And also, I'll probably grab a mask or two because I still wear my mask. And I'll also drop my keys and a coin purse. And you see how everything fits in there so nice and snug, just like it did with the Quart bag. And I still have this front pocket that I could drop my keys and my cell phone in. And you can see that both of these bags are pretty much, they're neck and neck. They're gonna be able to hold similar items. If you're on the fence about which one of these two beauties to go ahead and pick up, I mean, it's just really a matter of opinion. It's just up to you because they're both gonna be able to hold so much. So yeah, I wanted to go ahead and share these lovely beauties with you today. My Coach Vintage Quart bag and my Vintage Coach Rambler bag. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as stay tuned to my channel for more Vintage Coach videos, and check out my playlist on Vintage Coach. I have several playlists on Vintage Coach handbags on my channel. I have several series on Vintage Coach handbags on my channel, and I would love for you to go ahead and check those out. I have some linked in the drop down bar below. Remember to go ahead, hit that like button, as well as subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you again soon in another video.